piping. Okay, tuck the edges down. Trim it to the edge of the zipper. Now you can also trim off the strap. If you leave half an inch in, right, in case you need to make any adjustments. Okay, now at the apex of the bust, I'm just gonna trim it a little bit, right? So that it's much more easier to turn inside out, and then also makes the point much more cleaner, right? So about an 1/8 around. Okay, I'm just going to trim it. You can leave the extra half an inch of the strap at the back, okay? And at the apex, just try and cut it a little bit closer, okay? About an 1/8, so it's more easier and it's much more cleaner, okay? Now just going to just reinforce that area, okay? Please trim off all your excess threads, okay? So now we need to clean finish the lining with the zipper, right? So the lining is supposed to match the edge of the zipper, okay? But I'm going to make it at least 3/16 bigger, okay? Quarter, you want the lining to sit in a bit, right? When we fold it. So I'm gonna make it much more bigger than the self, right? Is it visible to you guys? So that's my self and that's my lining, right? I'm gonna make sure that my lining is at least an 1/8 bigger, right, than my self, okay? Before you do, double check to make sure that the edge is straight. Okay, so my edge is straight now, it has to be even. Okay, then I have to pull it to make it longer, okay, than myself, okay? Because when I flip it, I want the lining to sit in a little bit away from the zipper, okay? So I have to take that excess from the side, okay? So I push it, at least make it an 1/8 or 3/16 more. Okay. Then I'm I'm going to stitch this. Now this doesn't have to be closer to the zipper teeth, right? So the best tool to use is your 1/4 inch split zipper foot, because this gets closer to the teeth but not too close. Okay, so let's switch to that. Okay, so first make sure that the edges are even, right? And now we make the edge at least 3/16 bigger, right, than the self. Okay, so the lining needs to be exposed on the outside. Okay. Okay, now I start from the top. Lining has to be bigger than the self. Okay, and make sure you're stitching against the zipper. But since we're using the 1/8 zipper foot, at least it doesn't really go against the teeth. It gives us room around to stitch. Okay, match your notches. Also double check to see that your seams are matching. Okay. When you're stitching closer to the zipper head, okay, move the zipper head a bit. Okay, you can have your needle in, then move your zipper head up. Okay, so we can stitch around it. Okay, it's too close. Okay, I'm not able to. Take it out. Okay, move my zipper teeth out. Continue your stitch all the way down. Okay. Look off all your excess threads. Okay, double check. Now, because most of this fabric is transparent, okay, if you don't clip your threads, they're always going to be exposed. Okay, from the inside. Okay, so same thing on the other side. Zipper comes down. Again, double check to make sure that your edges are matching. Match the waistline seam. Okay. If again, if there's a lot of fullness, you can always ease it in, right? Okay, but try to make sure that you have matched all these things. Okay? Make sure that it's also 3/16, okay, or at least an 8 bigger. You can even make it a quarter, right? More than the self. Okay. I'm going to start from the waistline because one, I want to keep it in place, okay, and it's easier to also stitch up. Start from the bottom. Okay, double check to make sure that it's fine, okay, before we finish the corners. Okay, it's clean. And now I'm going to change my zipper foot again, okay, for us to finish the corners at the top. Just reinforcing the stitch from my notch up. Okay, so now, okay, we are going to close this side. Remember we left an inch before, right? We left an inch gap on the lining before. Okay, I'm going to fold the seam allowance towards the self, okay? Fold it in. Make sure you folded it at the where the zipper seam is, okay? Fold it towards the inside. Now we're just going to stitch. Against our piping or the zip. Okay? Same thing to the other side. Okay. Fold your seam allowance towards the inside. Okay, make sure that you fold it on the zipper teeth. Okay, fold it in. If there's a lot of lining, just move it towards the inside. You want it to flush. Okay, and now we're going to go against the piping. Okay, on our previous stitch, make sure that it's straight. Okay, to close the corner. Any questions? Okay, clear? Okay. So again, I'm just gonna clip the corner a bit 1/8 away from the stitch. Okay, just trim that area so that you can reduce bulk. Okay, clip 1/8, right? So 1/8 on each corner. Okay, to make sure that the corners are clean. So now we're gonna turn it inside out. Okay, any questions? Okay, so the corners are clean finished, right, on both sides. Okay, and our lining is also clean finished, right? Okay, so now I'm going to press it.